Hello, and welcome back to Stepping Stones with Sheena, and today is Lesson 6. Today I'd like to talk to everyone about avoiding stress when you travel. Traveling is supposed to be a wonderful event, and it's supposed to create memories, and so many of us, we forget to actually stop and create those memories because our actions will be the memories that we create. I hope that makes sense. So one of the things I thought it would be a great thing for me to do this little tip, but things that I've learned in my past for traveling that have helped me travel across the world, and I do travel stress-free now. I used to be a person that was very nervous. I was very nervous about traveling. I used to have to take a little bit of Ativan, and I was always stressed. I was worried about the plane crashing. I was worried about someone shooting me. I was worried about missing my flight or simple things. The little things I was stressing about and not actually enjoying the whole experience of traveling. So now, today I wanted to give you 5 major steps that I do every time I travel, which has totally changed my life, and it has changed how I travel and how I enjoy the experience. So first thing I would like you to do is I would like you to make a list of all the essentials that you need for your trip. For an example, if you're on medications, or for me, I love to take certain supplements, and for those supplements, it really does change my mental well-being. Also, I love my makeup, I love my lipstick, I love my hair product. So all of those things I find are very important. But what's important to you is different. So what my idea of important items may be different than yours. So make a list of all the items that are very important to you. So what I then do is I will make this list. I probably start the list as soon as I know I'm going on a trip. I always keep it somewhere like the kitchen, so when things pop into my head, I write it down. And Kevin and I do this often as a couple as well. So I make it into 2 columns, one for Kevin, one for Sheena, and then universal. One item that I would highly recommend that you do pack is all your cables for your phones and charging cables, because we always assume the other person is going to pack them, and sometimes they get forgotten. So make a list of all those essentials. And then the next thing, step number 2, what I do is I start packing 1 week prior to my vacation or my travel for Denver for school. So what I start doing is, as suppose when I do laundry and there's certain items I want to take, I will then pack those, and I know they're clean and put in there, and I can mark it off on my list. I have been known to pack the day of going on a trip, and on certain trips, I only pack shirts. It was not a good trip. So I ended up spending more money because I had to go buy more clothes. As a woman, that's not a bad thing, but for a person that may be on a budget, that may not be a good thing. The other thing that is step number 3 that I highly recommend is go buy the great big Ziploc bags. Those are very handy for several reasons. First thing, you can put your shampoos or any liquids in there. Make sure that you pack those in those bags. Sometimes double bag them. It depends on where you're going. And the other thing that I always throw a couple extra in there in case one gets ripped or something like that. And then the other things, I have those extras in there. If we are on a running vacation, sometimes what has happened is you may have an injury. Even if you're not on a running trip, even if you're walking and you need some ice, every hotel has an ice dispenser. If they don't, you can always go down to the hotels and the restaurants and get ice. But you have your baggie. The baggies have been the best thing you can pack. I will always pack an extra half a dozen in my luggage. The other thing that I recommend people do is go on to TripAdvisor. That's my favorite, TripAdvisor. And I read reviews on certain things that people do. Now, please remember that reviews are usually written by people who have a lot to complain about. Uh, I have made it a priority now. When I write a review, I write it on things that I am happy about because most of the reviews are written when people are unhappy. But you get a lot of ideas on what to do, where to go, what to see, and things like that. So if you're going somewhere new, it's really a beneficial thing to read what people do. Or even if they didn't like it, perhaps it might resonate with you. And now, one of the other things, which I think is one of the most important things about traveling, what I do recommend is that you make a plan of action before you even go on your vacation. For an example, last Christmas, Kevin and I made a conscious effort that it was going to be a relaxing, mindful reconnection type of vacation. So, what we did was we did everything on every day, focusing on reconnecting as a couple, as also reconnecting spiritually, emotionally. So, we went to some yoga classes, we went to some really neat things in Palm Springs. There was a sound bath. We went to a meditation. We had one of the best vacations. Instead of playing by the seat of, or winging it, we actually made a plan before we got there. And a lot of other times, like when we went on our 20th anniversary to Las Vegas, we made a mental choice to decide to relax and recover and to celebrate our anniversary. So there wasn't any running, there wasn't any activities. All we did was enjoy each other's company. We celebrated our anniversary and we made our activities ahead of time, not plan every ounce of our day or second of our day, but what we did was we planned, made our intention for a vacation, which meant the end result, we had an amazing time and we accomplished what we wanted to. We weren't stressed out. We weren't because we didn't exercise. We weren't stressed out because we ate too much. No, we actually made our intention was to celebrate our anniversary. Now, the summer is here. Right now, I'm recording this in the summer months. So, if your intention is to go celebrate with your family, please don't beat yourself up if you go and eat too much with your family. If you're like my family has the philosophy, I love you, I feed you. Go and celebrate the fact you're with your family. Embrace that because you don't know how long your family will be with you or you are with your family. So if moral of this story is make the intentions of what you want to accomplish in your vacation. So when you have that intention of what you want to accomplish on your trip, I can guarantee you, you will have a very happy and peaceful and stress-free vacation. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you on lesson 7, and have a great vacation. For more information, you can send me an email at sheena@healthmattersfitness.com. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.